Hi friends, today let's see about Canada Child Benefit. CCB is a tax-free monthly payment made by the Government of Canada to help eligible families with their cost of raising their children under the age of 18. Okay, now let's see who can apply. The child need to live with their parents and he or she must be under the age of 18. You must be the primary caretaker of the child, that is mother or caretaker. The temporary resident can also apply for CCB once you complete 18 months of stay in Canada. How can you apply? There are two ways to apply, either through online or by mail. For temporary residents like me, you can apply by mail option. If you need to apply by mail, you need to fill up two forms, that is RC66 and RC66SCH. You can download the R66 form and you can enter all the details that are required. Step 1, primary caretaker's details, that is mother of the child, first name, last name and date of birth of mother, language of the correspondent, phone number. Step 2, your residential address, province, postal code. Have you moved from a different province or territory with the last 12 months? Most probably no. If yes, enter the previous province or territory and the date you moved. Repeat the same address again. Step 3, your marital status, married, living common law, separated, divorced, widow, single. Fill according to your status. Enter the date. If you are married, enter your spouse details, that is SIN number, first name, last name, date of birth and your spouse address. Step 4, your citizenship status. Most probably for temporary resident it will be no. Have you been a Canadian citizen for the last 12 months? No. Has your spouse or common law been a Canadian citizen for the last 12 months? No. This is where you have to apply RC66SCH because you are not a citizen of Canada. So you have to fill RC66SCH form. Step 5, newcomer or returning resident of Canada. Within the last 2 years, did you become a newcomer to Canada? Yes. Within the last 2 years, did your spouse or common law partner became a newcomer to Canada? Yes. Step 6, information about the child. First name of the child, last name of the child, gender, date of birth, city of birth, province or territory of birth. Does the child live with you more than 60% of the time? Yes. If yes, enter the date the child started living with you more than 60% of time. If the child has lived with you since birth, tick the box. Since birth. Step 6, children 2 information. If you have more than one kid, then you can fill the same procedure for child 2 as well. Step 7, your signature and spouse signature as well. If you have answered no to either of the question step 4 and step 5, then you have to fill form number RC66SCH. Document required, birth certificate of the child, hospital record of birth, passport, record of landing or confirmation of permanent resident issued by the immigration, refugees, notice of decision, temporary resident permit issued under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, certificate of Indian status card, provisional identity card, as proof that you are resident in Canada, that is lease agreement, rent receipt, household bill, driver license. After filling the details, you can send your application to the following address. Once you complete filling RC66, you must fill in RC66SCH as well. So this is the RC66SCH form. Step 1 will be your information, SIN number, first name, last name, your spouse or common last SIN number, their first name, last name. Step 2 will be your residential status. A. Newcomer to Canada. Enter the date you or your spouse or common in-law partner became the resident of Canada. B. Returning resident of Canada. Step 3. Your citizenship or immigration status. A for Canadian citizen. B for permanent resident. C. Protected person. D. Temporary resident. Fill details according to your status in Canada. And step 4 will be your income details. That is how CRA calculate your CCB. Fill all the details required. Step 5 will be the signature of you and your spouse. Make sure all steps of this form are filled out properly and make a copy of your records. Attach the form RC66 along with RC66SCH and courier it to your tax center that serves your area. Once you submitted the form, it will take around 11 weeks to process, and once it is processed, you will start receiving your CCB. Hope this video will be helpful for you, and thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel.